Sit pretty, be good, my darling, smile, to a rose in a vase burning red. You perfect darling, you perfect child. I pluck and I prod myself into style. I bury my doubts, resaying instead. Sit pretty, be good, my darling, smile. I sing and I dance, and all the while, my parts of me burn away, torn to shreds. You perfect darling, you perfect child. No matter the night, no matter the trial, my petals stay open, undying, widespread. Sit pretty, be good, my darling, smile. I'll be the definition of versatile. My eyes on the horizon, my dark secrets shed. You perfect darling, you perfect child. Because I am the rose, always in style. This is the road I will walk till I'm dead. Sit pretty, be good, my darling, smile. You perfect darling, you perfect child.
We all have an unturned leaf. I've seen it before, staging in the shade of a sycamore. I viewed fields of flowers flowing in a fretless breeze like falcons flocking to featherless trees. A lone blue cornflower petal petaled its peril right to my pupil. In its gaze, I found my past days, trapped in a haze like a rat in a maze. Cranky, the cruel cornflower cried crossly, "In my face, you see you, and thus you are me." In a rush, my past passed like compactors crush, showing a persona forced upon me that society touched. I look back at the field and my gaze finds not one, not three, but a number of cornflowers far past infinity. They called out, addressing me, stagnant and seductive in their unwavering monotony. In my face, you see you, and thus you are me. In a moment of panic, I realize I am exactly who I was made to be, it revealed. A blue flower in a cornflower field, all drank the same rain, the same sun, the same pain, the same fun. This is the truth, unwavering. But wait, a pink glow rang out through the plain. The source? A pink flower, the only one to remain. I shooed the close cornflower and seized my sure truth that had sat in the shade for centuries. If here is the clear frontier in which all life was wrought, if similar sun rays seeped in the same flowers where they were caught, if the same rain rained from rushed races from clouds that were brought, and a single anomaly still stood taut, then I will run. Through fields of feared flowers, through lakes of lurking liars, through deserts of deserted desires, to prove I'm not the template scribed upon by willful wishes of a god who writes to ring the world of wishes we designed. Wit and weird steered to a crime, seeing trailblazers as treason, killing without reason the possibilities we could have planted in this planet's molten crust. Uneven, I am more than the same rain from the sky, and greater than the same pain society applied. I will break from these thorny chains and drink the poison it placed in my veins. I will run until my legs are overrun and fight until my fight is done. This is my destiny. The pink flower declared defiantly. In my face, you see you, and thus you are me.
Perfection does not come in the form of a bee, and if I told her I feared failure, she'd say, that's good, and that we all need something to succeed. I'm told how my life could go in the form of two sisters, the promise of success that descends into failure, the road to success. Wary of failure, two sides of the same failed coin, and I am expected to pick a side. We all know what side she wants me to choose. She expects nothing less than a B, for she claims to see skills I simply lack. I am glared at for weakness, and I am scorned when pleading compromise. She'd call me dramatic for saying this is how she views me. I did not glare at you, just imagine this conversation if you had more than a B. Just do a little better. The reasons she wants an A are the reasons I fear a B. Can finance be an incentive if I'm shamed for earning half my highest price? Can you be certain I'm doing well based on a letter alone? How else can I be good enough for you? Why do I need to be gold for you? I am made of flesh and bone, not a magma nor earth. I was not created for a greater purpose, simply your desire to create, putting me here on this said earth, yet you continue to demand gold. I feel like I cannot be respected, someone who can't live a stable life. I must reiterate, I would be called dramatic. Dramatic for worrying about something so small, dramatic for stressing myself out over a B, dramatic for wanting her to be proud of me, dramatic for thinking I won't match up to my sister in success. I am dramatic for listing things I am dramatic for. I feel like a wreckage prophesies to happen. I am expected to run with a sliced Achilles, and I am to stand when I am paralyzed. She tells me I will not be successful if this keeps up, that I will have no future. Doors will slam shut on me. I'll have no job. I'll have no home. I'll have no occupation. I don't want to pay for college, Abigail. You won't get a scholarship, Abigail. Words chanted at me when I was in middle school when I had a C, and today I have a B, yet somehow I still fear the same thing. The same B, the same C, the same damned alphabet that only does one thing. Calling me out for my incompetence is her child. My failures is her child. My 18 on the 820 is her child. I want to rip out the eyes that glare at me for missing things despite mostly perfection. A subject I have no desire to perfect, yet there is expected perfection. But all things considered, I'm a good kid, right? But God forbid, am I right? God forbid I fail at one thing, one measly thing. The thing is, when the picture is bigger, when you stand a little closer, you can see how small the dot really is. But if a dot goes missing, you'll certainly notice. There will be no acceptances for as long as there's a missing dot. Only one take, no redos, no excuses. I'm confined to the constant feeling of a failure, all because I have a B. A system created to go against everything I work for, adding emphasis to the fact that if I fail, she'll fail too. The last thing I want is for her to fail too. Thank you.
For my friend who is 3 minorities too many to feel safe performing this poem.
Who's been attacked her whole life for who she is.
She has olive skin and a sunset flag.
In a world that has always viewed her as lesser for the things she cannot change.
She's afraid of driving because she might get pulled over for no reason.
I'm a terrible driver, but I never have to hesitate before getting behind the wheel.
Her voice has been taken away from her, so we speak for her.
She's always lived in fear, but now more than ever.
Her sister, who doesn't have the same melanin, texted her following the election.
Urging her to carry her ID for safety.
Only 16.
She's in fear of being falsely detained against her will.
She has protested, spoken at board meetings, written passionate poems. And now she is forced to be a silenced,
though documented,
American citizen. For my classmate of dreadlocks, always different colors.
A vibrant rainbow shining around her, but people only see the color of her skin.
We walk into a restaurant, the manager thinks we're up to something.
A group of trucker boys at Buffalo Wild Wings stares.
Her school told her they cannot stop white boys from yelling the N-word.
I spent months fearing she'd be deported back to Congo.
She's only safe because her race isn't the one being targeted.
For now.
For my stepdad.
Completely sunburnt because he believes Mexicans are immune to the sun.
He should be safe. He's American, half white, has a European name.
I speak clearer Spanish than him.
But his Hispanic heritage makes him a target.
I never thought of him as brown.
I just thought of him as my dad.
For the mothers whose lives were saved by a controversial procedure.
I've been reading stories about women wanting children, but
needing abortions due to health complications.
Waiting till the situation became life-threatening so the doctors can legally help them.
Protesters outside clinics call them sinners
and killers. So the choice is a life or death matter.
It's scary to think that could be me one day.
For my sibling who loves emo grunge bands and goes to heavy metal concerts.
Whose gender identity is illegal.
For my peer, who stood up and screamed in the cafeteria. Her father voted for
a man who rapes women, and no one seems to hear her. For my lab partner, who flashed our entire biochem class.
So trapped by her own body that she tried to break free, said, if I have to put up with my body, others do too. For my neighbor,
who took her own life.
Because the world wouldn't treat her the way she deserved to be treated. I shouldn't have to say goodbye
to a 14-year-old.
To everyone who has been turned into more of a
political topic than a person.
I'm sorry that being born has become an issue instead of a person to help.
No one's life should be up for debate.
Your race shouldn't be your defining factor.
Gender shouldn't determine the rest of your life. Sexuality shouldn't restrict your fundamental rights because you are our community.
The people who've been there for us.
The people we love and care about.
Not an issue to be solved.
If you feel alone, look around.
This is for all of us, for all of you.
For my friend.